Hello everyone, thank you for checking out today's video. In this video, we're going to be covering the Theme Builder feature on ServiceNow. Now, Theme Builder on ServiceNow allows you to go in and allows you to kind of customize the look and feel of your instance. You can change up the color of your navigation up here. You can change up the color of the buttons. You can change your logo. You could change the shape of your buttons. I mean, you could do all sorts of things. So it really allows you to customize your instance and really match what your company or maybe just your PDI, kind of the look that you want to go for. So all you got to do is you have to download the Theme Builder application from the plugins. You already have it installed, but you would just come over here and you would want to go ahead and search for Theme Builder. And you can see I already have it installed, so it's not going to bring up the option for me to install it. But after it's installed, it is a free application. It should state that it's a free application. Once it's installed, if you come over to All and search Theme Builder, you should see it here. So we'll go ahead and click on it. It's going to open it up in a new window, or a new tab rather. And you'll be brought to this screen. So you have the option to create a theme. If you would like to, you can always scroll down, get some more info about what Theme Builder does. But yeah, from here you can go ahead and click create a theme, or you could even come over here to manager or editor. So manager just allows you to select your different themes that are available. So we have the Polaris theme right now. That's our default theme, but there's this other one that we could select too called the US Web Design System. So we could select this one also, but we want to create our own. So that took us right to editor where we could actually start changing the theme, but let's actually start from the beginning. So we'll click on create a theme. So it says before we get started, you'll need a few things to set up your theme. Getting them ready before you start will make the process easier and faster. Logo assets, you'll need your logo. We're not going to use one, but you guys can if you want to. And the brand color palette, so what colors you guys want. So you can go get those color codes. So you can just plug those in unless you want to use the color picker. So we'll click on continue. And we'll name our theme. So we'll call this YouTube theme. And we can add a description if we would like to. Okay, so what's your brand's primary color? So this is the primary theme color for your instance. So for us, my favorite color is blue. So let's do kind of like an aquamarine blue. Now, the only thing with the light colors is sometimes it's kind of hard to see the buttons, so we'll have to test that. Now, a secondary color. So the secondary color is going to appear, as you can see, kind of off underneath our primary color. So you see like right below the navigation off to the sides. So typically what I do is I pick kind of like a darker blue, or like a darker teal type color, I think might look nice. Or this might look ugly, I guess we'll see. And this is the neutral color, so it's kind of a light gray. So we can leave that as is. I'm okay with that. And you can add additional colors if you would like to, but we'll skip that for now. Next, this is where you add your logo, and these are the specs. So make sure you follow these specs or it's going to reject your logo. And you can select your font. So what type of font do you guys want? Do you want Open Sans, Lato, Cabin? So we'll just leave ours on Source Sans Pro. And choose the corner shape you prefer. So these are for your buttons. So it says here, would you prefer square or rounded corners on components such as buttons, modals, and drop-down menus? This will help establish the visual tone of the interface. Let's make ours extra rounded. Okay, and this is a review of all the selections that we just made. And we hit create theme. So this is a preview of our theme. So we'll click on experience preview. So this gives us a better idea of how our theme is going to look. It's a very bright blue. I don't mind it though. So I'll leave this as is. So this looks good. Again, this is the name. So if you want to change the name at some point, add that description. If you want to go ahead and change the primary, secondary, or neutral colors, quick way to do that is right here. I don't have a logo, so it's giving me the option to add a logo, but it'll give you the option to change the logo here. And we didn't add that additional brand color, but you can if you would like to. Now, let's do this. Let's come up here and that's our logo. text, shape. Okay, so this right here, this will let us change all our different colors. So let's do all colors. Okay. And as you go through these different options, it's just going to tell you kind of what each one of these does. So, for alerts, these are the color that you'll get for alerts. Background colors, you can change your background colors, borders, divider. It's very straightforward. So once you have everything that if you've made all the changes that you desire and it looks the way that you want it to, the next thing that you got to do is you have to save it. So what we're going to do now is, I think it auto-saved. Actually, what we'll do is we'll come up here, we'll do apply theme. So it says this will replace Polaris in all web and mobile applications. This theme includes inaccessible components. Try adjusting before applying it to your instance. Not sure why it's saying that, but let's apply it anyway. Your changes are automatically saved each time you make an edit. Okay, so it should have applied. And now this should be our theme that is applied, and we'll check it in a moment. And you can see, yep, right here, applied in web and mobile. But we could always switch back to Polaris or US Web Design or any others that we may have made. Okay, so let's reload our instance, and we should have a nice blue going. There we go. A little tough on the eyes, but I like it. To each their own, right? And let's go ahead and test a few different pages. One of the pages that I usually check first is if you come over to change, and we're just going to open up a change record. These are really rounded buttons. We maybe should have made them a little bit more square. But usually I'll come over to the calendar picker, and sometimes if you have a really light color, like a really light yellow, you can't even see the text. So you can't even see the numbers that you're picking on calendars, for example. But luckily for us, we can see it pretty fine with this blue. It's dark enough to where it still appears for us. So that is the gist of it. And your buttons too. You want to pay attention to your little mini icons up here. Again, if this color is too light, your primary is too light, these icons will not be visible. But you could always go into your theme builder, and I'm pretty certain that you can change the color of these icons if you would like to. All right, guys, it is that simple to set up a theme on Theme Builder. So I'm sure you could spend a lot more time in there and get very creative with it. And you could have multiple themes. So maybe you guys decide you want to change themes every time you go to a new release, or maybe seasonal, or maybe you have some other cadence that you want to follow when you change your themes. It gives you the option to do that. One drawback, though, to the theme builder is you're going to notice that we no longer have our dark theme available. That's not going to be available for us. That's only going to be available on the out-of-the-box Next experience. I don't think it's available on the other one that was on there. Let's take a look. I've never actually checked it before. So let's switch our theme over to the... Let's go to Manager, Polaris, and let's hit... I'm sorry, US Web Design System. So let's hit Apply. Okay, let's reload our page. Is that the right one? Current scope. It says it's applied. What scope is this in? That's global. Oops. Let's see. Huh. Doesn't it look like... Yeah, why is it kind of a dark blue there, but then for us, it's not showing that color? It just shows it up here. It's kind of confusing. but then we have like the nice little blue over here. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe someone in the comments could let me know what's happening. But you can see that we don't have the dark theme available on this one either. It's only going to be available on the out-of-the-box Polaris theme. This one right here. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video very soon.